You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Ooh, smells like freedom.
I forgot that part. It smells like freedom.
It's the only part we need to remember.
Yeah. It smells like freedom.
Kind of the deal we made with Steve at Reaper Arsenal. We'll say this.
It's a good thing. And it tastes delicious, by the way.
All right. Well, hey, happy morning. What day is this?
I don't know.
It's
Wednesday,
okay.
Thursday,
Let's go with
Tuesday.
that.
It's a day.
You know what? Last week was a weird week, and I'm still not quite back on track.
The 4th of July thing, which was just...
It was awesome.
It was really great, but
fantastic.
Behind the scenes, that it is a lot of work.
Oh yeah,
and we were out there a long time, and it was really hot.
Well, then last week I was kind of getting caught up from being gone, and I had 7,000 emails in my inbox.
He's not making that up.
I'm still digging through some of this. So
if I have 7, I get aggravated.
If you sent me an email in June and I haven't got back to you, trust me, I'm working my way through it.
Jane Lynch is 61 today.
I always liked her.
Me too.
She's been around a lot. Loved her in Talladega Nights.
I just think she's fantastic.
And of course, one of the starring roles in the Glee series for a number of years. Let's see here. William Hanna of Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Animators, they brought us Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, Jetsons, Flintstones, Smurfs, on and on and on. William Hanna, born this day. And former NFL defensive tackle for the then L.A. Rams, Rosie Greer, is 89. I bring that up because Rosie Greer has been a lot of things, including an ordained minister. But my favorite Rosie Greer thing is in 1972, co-starred with Ray Milland in one of the greatest films ever, The Thing with Two Heads.
Yeah, we watched that because of you.
Because of me.
And
if you've never seen it, now keep in mind, it was 1972, and literally this thing was being distributed, put out there as... Well, this should speak to racism and put an end to it. It's about Ray Milland, who's a bitter old super rich guy, and he's dying.
Yeah.
But turns out that with the medical people he has on board, he has a chance at life on having basically his head transplanted on another human being.
Yeah.
Well, the only person they can find is felon and current prisoner black guy Rosie Greer.
What could possibly go wrong with that
It is
pair?
one of the greatest movies
Here's the
ever.
When we were looking for it, we found another movie with a similar plot and different people.
Oh, there's a couple of them.
Like what the? I thought one would be plenty, but
no. See, this is The Thing with Two Heads with Rosie Greer. Then there was The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah.
It's kind of the same.
Don't get him confused.
If you can find, well, I think it's on Prime.
I think that's where we watch it. Yeah.
I think it was too, yeah.
Dial it up and thank me later. It was this day in 1850. Gosh, I wonder what the public thought. I have no idea. But this day in 1850, the very first public demonstration of ice made by refrigeration.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Strangely enough, it took place in Florida and was orchestrated by Florida physician John Gorey. So basically, a bunch of people stood around and watched water
somebody make ice.
turn into,
That'd be kind of cool, though.
It was a game changer.
It's the opposite of watching ice melt. It's watching ice become ice.
You know, World War II was going on. It was this day in 1945. Very first U.S. Navy battleship opens fire on Japan, the very first ship to do that this day. The USS South Dakota, babies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which is now buried over on the corner there.
Yeah.
It's
Battleship
buried.
Memorial.
Really weird. That goes down about 80 feet. A lot of people don't know
It's
that.
insane.
Was 1798 the very first, 1798, the first direct U.S. federal tax is levied on states, targeting dwellings and land.
Huh.
Thank goodness that was just temporary.
Yeah.
There you go. I know, you know, we all know. We just forge ahead here.
We're going to do exactly that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Smells like freedom.
Good job, John.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCanna, PureCannaCompany.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And what do you find interesting on this fine Wednesday, Mr. Ferris?
You know, I've had an open offer from Steve Butterfield, Alien and Company Tattoo, for the better part of 30 years now.
Yeah.
I've known Steve that long.
He's a tattooist.
To just drop by and get some ink. And over the course past, I've never really hit on something that I want, but I've been really considering it lately.
Yeah.
And so I just dialed up some stuff because tattoos. I mean, you guys have some ink.
Heidi's
and a lot
riddled
of people
in
do.
tattoos.
Both my children have various tattoos, which look pretty darn nice. So I just kind of looked into it. Do you realize 36% of U.S. citizens ages 18 to 29 have at least one tattoo these days?
That makes sense.
72% of tatted adults have tattoos that are hidden by their clothing.
I bet a lot of people have more than one, because once you get one, you kind of...
Oh, yeah, they're addicting.
A lot of people you meet or even know, you probably have no idea that they're inked up.
Until I got my Sunny tattoos on my forearms, people had no idea. I got tattoos on my upper arms, but they're hidden.
Well, it's
all the
become
time.
big business.
Most people would have no idea the kind of tattoos that I have on my
She's got
body.
tattoos all over. They're all covered up, though.
Tattoo industry these days generates an estimated $1.6 billion a year in this country. In fact, listen to this. Tattooing is the 6th fastest growing American industry.
Really?
Over 21,000 tattoo shops in the United States.
Wow.
Yep. Large tattoos on average in the country, the big ones like, I guess, half sleeve, whatever you call them these days, about $150 an hour
Okay.
of work. Smaller ones cost about $45 on average.
Yeah.
Over the next decade, tattoo industry is expected to grow at about 8% annually.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
That is.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's a nice growth. So I should invest in tattoos, is what you're saying?
No, when you think about it, like when I was growing up, I think, oh gosh, there was one neighbor, I knew maybe two, I was a kid, so they were, old guys. I think two guys with tattoos. One of them was a dancing hula.
Oh, yeah.
And yes,
I've seen those.
He was ex-World War II Navy guy.
Yeah.
Got it on leave. One of those things. But it was really unusual to see somebody when I was growing up. It kind of didn't exist.
A lot of people in the Navy were known for their tattoos. So I don't know why Navy and tattoos went so well together. Maybe it's just where they were traveling.
I don't know. But yeah, these days it's just, it's looked at more of a form of art as opposed to, whoa, they're a rebel or an outlaw. No, man. Lots of people got them. Doctors, lawyers,
My
whatever.
mother.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And my mother.
I'll be
My
darned.
mother's got like 3 tattoos now. She's like the quietest, shyest person on the planet. She doesn't even probably like the fact that I'm talking about her right now.
Isn't that interesting?
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
So I may take the leap here.
Yeah,
You
do
got
it.
something picked
I'll
out,
go
Dan?
with you.
I do. I've got something in mind. Yeah, I do.
The thing you were just telling me earlier, or we were kidding about
He's
that?
not doing that. No.
No, it's black and white images of you two.
Yeah. He pointed at a photo of us.
So
He
weird.
goes, that's a tattoo I'm getting right there.
So great.
Heidi gets the left cheek. John gets the right. That's where we're going with that.
Wow.
I expect to be in pain for several hours, but well worth it.
Imagine going from no tattoos to that tattoo.
Then you got an ink. Yeah, I got John and Heidi on my butt.
One on each butt cheek.
Awesome.
Wow. Well, Dan, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. It's just some stuff I found interesting.
And that is why we call this Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Hi, I'm John, and I'm here to show small businesses that radio is a great investment. So, what do you have here?
This is a Chinese Ming vase.
Wow, that looks expensive and a bit fragile.
Yes, it's valued at... Oh my God, what are you doing?
Hey, that was fragile.
Why did you do that?
To show everyone that radio advertising is a much better investment than some old pottery. I sure hope you had insurance on that thing. Let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life right here on the radio. Here's the legal lady.
No priceless heirlooms were destroyed. It was all in your mind. Thanks to BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Dan Farris back in the studio. Almost time for him to leave, but you got something good before you go here, Dan?
I do something a little different. we never, for various reasons, we never really talk sports.
No.
Right.
We don't, even though John is very well versed in
I'm going to do a podcast.
everything athletics. But this is just a pretty cool deal. Pretty cool deal. Because there are some major sports figures that have come out of South Dakota over the years.
Okay.
Now, a young man out of Rapid City, Cooper Bauman, has just been drafted by the New York Yankees.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Bauman selected with the 122nd pick in the draft, which actually he went 49 picks higher than he was projected to go. Major League Baseball normally goes through like 250 top prospects every draft season. So
Right.
that's a pretty big deal.
Right. That's
Pretty
cool.
big deal.
Very big deal.
So, yeah, hopefully he'll have a heck of a career. But, yeah, being drafted by the Yankees is a pretty darn big deal. Or any major league club. Like, over the years, we got Adam Vinatieri. Of course, he's been kicking for now 247 years for the NFL. He's amazing. I've watched him do it live, in fact, at Roosevelt High School.
Oh, really?
There was a football camp, and I was bringing my son by for it.
Yeah.
And we pulled up, and there was a group of kids gathered in by one of the goalposts. And I said, these kids gather around, and all of a sudden I hear this thud, and a football launches out of this group of kids and just goes and goes and goes. And I thought, who the heck kicked that? And then it occurred to me.
Which kid is that?
Vinatieri's supposed to be here. I mean, it was
yeah.
pretty amazing.
Huh.
Yeah, and of course, you got Mike Miller, went to NBA years ago, so he's in good company. And John, I'm sure you're wondering, well, what are the odds of making it to the majors?
Yeah, what are the odds?
Really?
I'm glad you asked. Now, think of this. People playing high school baseball,
Yeah,
approximately 456,000 kids
it's a lot.
every year getting it done. About 26,000 of those will play NCAA ball. Out of those, maybe approximately 600 ever get drafted. So it's about 0.5%.
So this kid's
of the
pretty
boys
darn good.
Of those boys who are playing senior varsity baseball, about 0.5% ever get drafted into the bigs. So
How many play Little League? You don't have that number, Dan.
well, it depends on where you are. For
The
instance,
look he just gave you.
well, I'm looking at it because Little League didn't even exist in Sioux Falls till a couple of years ago.
Okay.
It depends on where you live, what kind of organizations are going on.
I can just handle the fact that you weren't prepared. That's
Well, it was a trick question.
It was a trick question.
It was a trick question. Like when I grew up in Minneapolis, I played Little League, then you went on to Babe Ruth.
oh
Around here, Babe Ruth really isn't a thing. Maybe you play post 15 out of high school, or post ball.
Yeah.
It just depends on what they have going.
don't get angry. I was just being silly. He's clenching up.
No,
his
I'm not
fist.
angry because you made me think it through. It's like, okay, how does this work? Well, again, it depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Did you hear on the radio this morning when Dan beat the snot out of John?
No, so best wishes to young Mr.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Cooper Bauman out of Rapid.
Congratulations.
You go,
Represent
mister.
well.
We'll be watching you. I just thought that was kind of neat.
Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
is.
It's an honor.
The John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. Dr. Harley, good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It was a good 4th of July weekend. We took some time off, but it's always nice to get back to work.
It is, and we're excited to have you back because we enjoy the program. We enjoy getting all kinds of information. And ahead of time, we chatted a little bit about heads, shoulders, knees, and toes. I think that's a song. But you said there's a reason we're going to chat about this, right?
Yeah, so a lot of people, complain about shoulder problems, knees, hips, ankles, whatever. That's why I talk, joking heads or shoulders, knees, and toes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are all things that maybe you don't necessarily think about that and chiropractic, but you probably should, right?
Yeah, so I always ask people, what controls your muscles? Your nervous system. Well, it's the same with your joints as well, that, you have nerves applied to your joints. But I also like to look at all of our joints as kind of like the tires on your car. that you want to keep your tires and have them last longer, right? So what do?
You rotate your tires.
Yeah, when you have the oil changed, you get your tires rotated, helps them last longer. So now imagine that your joints are out of rotation or alignment.
Yeah.
And people wonder why, like, the inside of their knee hurts more than the outside, or one knee hurts more than the other. Be like, oh, it's just old age. Well,
so we should rotate our knees.
Yeah, and basically. But it's like, if it's all old age, why doesn't everything hurt at the same time, right? Because it all ages the same. So a lot of it comes down to wear and tear. And again, if they're out of alignment, of course, one side's going to wear out a lot faster than the other. So that's the biggest change that we see, is just helping keep the joints in proper alignment, put them back in proper alignment, really help reduce a lot of that tension, strain on those joints. They don't hurt as much. They're not going to wear out as long. Then people ask, well, what about surgeries? I tore something. Is that something that I need to have surgery? That's obviously between you and your orthopedic surgeon. But if it's a minor tear, like a grade 1, your body should be able to heal that over time. It does take a little bit, but we've seen some good success with, just helping people heal better, and that's helping them feel better, right?
Absolutely. And the thing I can tell you that I really like about that is you can try it the natural way first, and if it doesn't work, you can always do that surgery later. But if you do the surgery, you can never go back.
That's what I always tell people too. Is like, you can always come back to surgery if nothing else is working.
If somebody would like to get more information and maybe reach out to you with questions, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 605-215-1785, or shoot us a message on Facebook, or go to our website, balanceLifeSD.com.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thanks, John.
Again, their website, balancedlifesd.com.
Addiction is a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those you love the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. TimeForRehab.com reminds you that you don't need to let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner, brought to you by Reaper Arsenal.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
And a hard-bound little snappy suit off the well-starched brim of the Ranger Dan cap to you two. What's going on over there, Rastus? Hello, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Hi. Sometimes your ship comes in, sometimes the old ship goes the other way and just sinks and everybody perishes. But I got to tell you what, it's a pretty darn good day in Ranger Dan land. That's all there is to it. We talked a little bit about yesterday, big announcement coming out of China that the giant panda is no longer on the endangered species list.
Yeah,
they got them giant pandas. They're just laying around everywhere all over China there, and mentioned a couple neat little facts about giant pandas. For instance, I think we mentioned that the giant panda is known as the giant panda because, generally speaking, it's bigger than regular pandas. And we talked a little bit about how a lot of the pandas, you'll see them in zoos around here in the United States and other parts of the world, but those pandas don't belong to them.
They rent them.
They rent them. China will lease those up to $1 million a year.
That is a lot of dough. Yeah,
that's some big ching. So I was sitting around with my old board of directors the other day that kind of helped me shore things up with Ranger Dan Enterprises, which, of course, subsidiary of Ranger Dan Global.
I'm assuming you were at the log cabin bar.
Well, we were thinking about a good 12, 13 minutes anyway, digging deep, and then somebody said, hey, let's rent out critters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine the fun, the joy, the possibly educational value of having a different critter to care for.
Yeah.
Privacy of your own home, garage, yard, tool shed, whatever the case may be. And I got to tell you what, with the amazing, that amazing opportunity in mind, Ranger Dan Enterprises is excited to announce the Ranger Dan Critter of the Month Club.
Oh, okay.
Every single month, now pay attention here, this is huge, you'll be sent a critter in an official Ranger Dan taped up cardboard box. Now, it could be a bunny, it could be a possum, maybe a feral cat. Maybe a box full of bees, how about a pigeon? Did I mention feral cat? How about a cute little raccoon, beaver, or probably even a feral cat? For an annual fee of just $799.95, you'll receive a different surprise critter every month, maybe even a feral cat. Have your credit card ready. Join today. Ranger Dan's Critter of the Month Club. Ranger Dan First Aid and Do-It-Yourself Rabies Vaccination Kits sold separately. That's all the time we have, little radio rangers. Till next Critter Corner is Ranger Dan. And say it with me. Yes, sir.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCanna, PureCannaCompany.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. The markets were mixed on Tuesday after a hotter-than-expected CPI figure sapped euphoria over better-than-expected earnings. Reports from J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs, along with PepsiCo and ConAgra, were all better than expected, but did not provide enough boost to spark a rally. The good news was tempered by a 0.9% increase in consumer prices over the past month, an increase that has prices up nearly 5.5% from last year. With the Fed in an obvious wait-and-see mode in regards to inflation, the market has little choice but to follow suit. The question is whether the market will hover at current levels or choose to take cash off the table while it waits. Today's Producer Price Index news could be the bit that tips the scales. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.